Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Aaron Wan-Bissaka may be out for a few months through injury, several sources claim. A video has sparked fears that Manchester United right back Aaron Wan-Bissaka may be out for a couple of months due to a hamstring injury. While official news outlets have remained mum on the subject, Insider United posted on X last night that the 25-year-old is expected to be out for a couple of months due to a hamstring injury. Renowned vlogger Mark Goldbridge followed up with a post claiming that Wan-Bissaka is ruled out for 2 months. His report reads, Wan-Bissaka reportedly out for 2 months. We aren't cursed, we are just run badly. No team should have that amount of injuries this early in the season. I'd say the volume of games they had to play with a small squad last year is catching up with them all. Such posts come after Nichols, a panelist on the Absolute Football podcast, posted a video on X that appeared to validate these fears. In the video, several Man United players were filmed leaving Old Trafford after Saturday's 3-1 loss to Brighton. Among them was Wan-Bissaka, who appeared to be limping. In a move that perplexed United fans, manager Erik ten Hag put Wan-Bissaka on the bench for the Brighton game, bringing him on during the final 5 minutes of regular time. When asked about the right back's absence from the starting 11, Ten Hag revealed that Wan-Bissaka was ill during the week and was therefore not fully fit. Should Wan-Bissaka indeed be sidelined, his absence would be sorely felt by a struggling United side. Prior to the international break, the fullback was one of the most impressive United players during the bitter defeat to Arsenal, making 5 successful tackles and ultimately coming out on top in 6 of his 7 ground duels. Aside from his clear impact on the team, the English national's absence also poses a challenge for United as they continue to face a growing list of injuries. Fellow fullbacks Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia are both sidelined, resulting in the club's decision to bring in left-back Sergio Reguilon on loan to fill in. United fans will hope that the Wan-Bissaka injury claims are false, particularly as United gear up to face Bayern München in their opening Champions League group stage match on Wednesday night. Charges against Antony dropped by one of 3 women accusing him of violence. One of the 3 women who have made claims of assault against Manchester United star Antony has dropped her case. The United star is currently not training at United as the club has told him to stay away until the claims made by 3 women have been resolved. In each case, the alleged victim has claimed Antony has physically violated them in a domestic situation. Raisa de Freitas claimed that following an incident in a nightclub, she was attacked in a car by Antony and Malo Ohana, the ex-wife of Brazil player Dudu, in Antony's Land Rover after the 3 left a Sao Paulo nightclub, source the Mail, and that she needed hospital treatment after the incident. The alleged incident took place while Antony was still at Ajax, and according to the Telegraph, it's understood the police report has since been retracted in full. This, however, leaves 2 other cases in which women have complained to the police about the Brazilian's behavior. One of the other complainants is 33-year-old banker Ingrid Lana, who also claims she was physically attacked. In her case, a leaked recording of a telephone conversation between the alleged victim and a member of Antony's entourage offers compelling evidence that she may have been pressured into making the complaint. If that proves to be the case, it would leave the main complainant, Antony's former girlfriend Gabriella Calavin, on her own in attempting to seek justice. Cavalin has pressed charges both in Brazil and in Manchester over 4 separate incidents, offering evidence of photos of physical injuries that she claims came from assaults. She has also appeared on Brazilian TV to make her claims. Antony has consistently denied wrongdoing against any of the 3 complainants and also has appeared on TV to defend himself. He has admitted that the relationship with Cavalin was tempestuous and at times verbally abusive, but insisted that he never resorted to physical violence. Peter Schmeichel has harsh words for Lisandro Martinez after Brighton humbling. Manchester United legend Peter Schmeichel slammed star defender Lisandro Martinez for trying to be the hero as the Red Devils suffered a 3-1 loss to Brighton on Saturday. After his initial struggles, Martinez proved to be a game changer at the back for United, but his start in the new campaign has been far from exemplary. Schmeichel, who played over 200 games between the sticks for United, lashed out at the Argentine for the role he played in allowing Pascal Gross to score the Sigler's second. The German midfielder skipped past several United defenders, including Martinez, who got turned easily inside the box, allowing him to unleash a low shot past Andre Onana. Even for the third goal scored by Joao Pedro, the Argentine international, instead of closing the striker down, tried to stand and block the effort, which ended up blocking the goalkeeper's view. Schmeichel was not at all impressed and pointed out his defensive actions as being a piece of individualism that typifies much of the dysfunction exhibited by United at the moment. Talking to Premier League Productions after the match, as the Mirror's report, Schmeichel said, "It's kind of what happens at Manchester United at the minute. It's very individual. Players, for instance, Martinez here, are trying to be a hero and get in and block. People know this. If we look at him there, he puts himself in a position directly in line of the goalkeeper. He should be closing down rather of just standing up trying to block. If you want to block, don't turn your body, stand tall. Clearly things aren't right for Manchester United." While a lot of players have been underperforming in the new campaign, Martinez's alarming drop in form is a worry for the manager. Tottenham Hotspur plotting January swoop for Harry Maguire. Tottenham Hotspur are set to make a January swoop for Manchester United's Harry Maguire, according to a new report. Maguire came close to leaving United in the summer after the club agreed a £30 million fee with West Ham for his services. However, personal terms could not be agreed and the move collapsed. The former skipper is now very much a reserve option at United, considered to be fifth choice at centre-back. According to Vigaches.net, new Spurs manager Ante Postecoglou remains a fan of the defender and is plotting a move for him in the winter transfer window. Vigaches says that Spurs are still actively searching for new signings, with the next target in the winter window being Manchester United's English centre-back Harry Maguire. The outlet further says that Maguire can certainly provide leadership and valuable experience to strengthen the team's defense, and that there are persistent rumors about a possible offer to convince both the player and Manchester United to separate their paths. Spurs have got off to an excellent start in the new Premier League season with their new centre-back partnership of Christian Romero and Mickey van de Ven. They also have Eric Dyer who can play in the role, and while Vigaches are not always the most reliable of outlets, it's true to say that there is little cover at centre-back at White Hart Lane and that the club has been linked with Maguire previously. If one of Maguire's doubts about West Ham is the size of the club, he could certainly be more attracted to a move to the north zone of the capital. However, United would need to source a replacement, and this would be tricky to resolve in the short space of time that is allocated to the winter window. Nonetheless, with Rafael Varane's ongoing injury problems, the position must now be a priority for Erik ten Hag, and a move for 19-year-old Benfica star Antonio Silva has been mooted in recent days, which, if brought forward, could pave the way for Maguire's departure. Eurogiants could move for 26-year-old Manchester United player in January. Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay has been linked with a move away from Old Trafford. The 26-year-old Scotland international was expected to leave Manchester United during the summer transfer window, but he ended up staying at the club. A report from the Mirror claims that the Red Devils could now lose him during the January transfer window. Apparently, German champions Bayern München are keen on signing the 26-year-old as an alternative to João Palhinha. The Portuguese international midfield was a summer target for Bayern München, but the transfer did not materialize. They are expected to try to sign the player once again in January. If they fail to sign Palhinha, they are likely to turn their attention towards McTominay. The Scottish midfielder has struggled for regular game time at Old Trafford, and the opportunity to leave Manchester United could be attractive for him. Bayern München are one of the biggest clubs in the world, and McTominay will certainly fancy his chances of winning trophies with the team. And Scott McTominay will certainly fancy his chances of winning trophies with them. If Thomas Tuchel can provide him game time assurances, the 26-year-old Manchester United midfield might find it hard to turn down the transfer. The Red Devils already have a number of players ahead of him in the pecking order, and they are unlikely to stand in his way if a good offer comes in. Manchester United need better players in order to compete for major trophies, and they should look to cash in on McTominay and replace him in the coming months. Getafe boss apologized after claiming Bellingham told Greenwood to join La Liga. Getafe manager Jose Bordalas has issued an apology after claiming Jude Bellingham played a key role in Mason Greenwood's move to La Liga. The young forward joined the Spanish outfit on loan from Manchester United earlier this month. The move came after the Red Devils announced they would be parting ways with the 21-year-old. Greenwood had all charges of attempted rape, assault, and coercive control against him dropped in February, but many fans didn't want his reintegrated back into the first team squad, and he moved to Getafe, aiming to reignite his career in Spain. Bordalas suggested Real Madrid star Bellingham had told Greenwood to join them. He told Radio Marca, Greenwood has a friendship with Bellingham and he recommended that he come and play in the Spanish league. The Athletic reports that the Spanish boss was informed his comment didn't go down well with the midfielder's entourage, and he attempted to clarify his previous statement following Sunday's game. Bordalas said, I wanted to clear up a misunderstanding there has been. I said that Mason Greenwood came to Getafe because he had spoken to Bellingham. It has been clarified to me that this was not the case. I apologize. Mason arrived in a different way. It was our interest and they offered him to me and we were very interested. I just wanted to clarify that it was not a bad intention. Man United wanted to bring Greenwood back into the squad after all the charges against him were dropped, but after a huge backlash from fans, they decided to part company with the striker. However, their failure to act quickly caused massive damage to the club's reputation. Following the Greenwood situation, the Red Devils gave Antony a leave of absence after he was accused of violent behavior by the three women. Missing the Brazilian during a busy period is a significant blow for United, but the club couldn't take another risk and decided to act quickly. Manchester United prepared to pay €40 million for Real Madrid's David Alaba. Now, as per Catalan outlet El Nacional, Real Madrid's David Alaba is a target for the Red Devils, with Los Blancos open to the Austrian's departure. He was the subject of a bid from Saudi Arabia, with Real open to his departure after becoming dissatisfied with his displays last season and considering a change in personnel. He recorded an impressive 18 clean sheets in 46 appearances across all competitions in his first season, which resulted in Real Madrid winning the Champions League. Last season, he kept 13 clean sheets in 39 appearances as his team generally struggled, but the former Bayern München man did not want to take a step back at this juncture of his career, and United have emerged as a potential alternative. The report reads, Alaba is now 31 years old and Real Madrid have detected a drop in performance, so they consider that the ideal is to transfer him before his value decreases. What Madrid did not expect is that Alaba would be so reluctant to go to Saudi Arabia, so he has no choice but to find a way out with some giant in Europe. and the club most interested in signing David Alaba at the moment is Manchester United, which, despite the large outlay this summer, has once again started the season in a very irregular manner. United needs to strengthen in defense and has Alaba on the agenda, so it would be willing to pay the 40 million euros that Real Madrid is asking for. United have decent luck with signings from Real, with both Casemiro and Varane proving game changers, at least initially, but they both seem to be short-term signings due to their age. Alaba firmly fits in that category, and while he would be an attractive proposition, it would require United to spend on their defense very soon afterward. Going after a younger and more long-term option should be the way forward. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.